Okay, let's just jump in, and I just want to make sure like the force feedback's in a place where I'm happy, and then we'll start messing with stuff. So this is the factory driver mode, which is like it's like featured rivals from Forza Horizon. For those of you who have played that, they give you a specific car and a specific track, and you get a specific time to beat, and then there are leaderboards. Yeah, I don't know what they would do for this, but it would be nice if there was some sort of reward for it. I don't think there's any reason to do these outside of just doing them, which is, fine. Here, we're gonna do this because this is like a pretty... It's a fairly tail-happy car. So we're gonna try this out. Yeah, Olaf, thank you for being Google for me. AK, yeah, you like the mission control setup? Dude, I love my sim setup, to be honest. Okay, so real quick, for anyone who's gonna play this game on a wheel, important thing to note: there are some force feedback settings in the settings, and then some of them are in the vehicle setup. Oh shoot, you guys can't see that. There we go. I'll run this just for a minute, and then we'll bring it back to like the other ultra wide. So some settings are in the game settings. Some settings you have to go, they're vehicle specific. So you have to go vehicle setup, tires and chassis, and then on the right over here, this is where a lot of very important force feedback settings are. These heavily affect the feel of the car. This is that rack feel that Gamer Muscle was talking about earlier. So this is like the speed of the steering rack. Yeah, all of these are per vehicle. So if I... here, I'll back out and just show you quick. Is it input device settings? Yeah, so these are universal. All of these are universal. So you get... A lot of these are like combined steering wheel and controller settings. But you have like dead zones, haptic strength, which does affect vibration through the wheel and stuff. Force feedback headroom's kind of an important one. Smoothing, detail, low force boost. So you get, yeah, global force gain. So you've got some in there, your overall ones. And then some of them in the vehicle setup. Now for me, I don't know if this is going to be the case for all you guys, but for me, especially on my direct drive wheel, all of the cars, I'd say a lot of the cars felt very dead in the steering rack. They felt way too light and loose through like constant like steering load changes. So what I do, at least on my other wheel, I'm going to try it on this too, is I think it's, let's see. Yeah, it's this up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. This up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. This up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That like completely saved the force feedback for me. Now, I don't know if that's going to do it on this, because I think I drove this on stock settings. But I'm just going to try it, and we're going to see how it feels. Okay, let's back it up. And you can save that per car. That's saved into like the car setups. Mouse also, pet peeve, mouse does not go away when you have another input. The mouse just stays there, so you always have to hide the mouse. Makes me very sad. Okay. Let me pull in the HUD stuff. I think it's in cockpit setup. HUD layout. Yeah, here we go. Let me pull this in so you guys can see this stuff. We'll go like right about there. Pull that in as well. Do that. You guys don't need to see the track map. That's kind of irrelevant. And then get tire info. We'll pull that in a little bit. And the black box or whatever they call it for this game. Actually, we can pull that. We can keep that a little bit wider. There we go. That looks pretty good. Okay. Space to save. Good. 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 Okay, let's see how this feels. Oh yeah, what's my pit limiter button? Uh-oh. No, it's not that. Mode. Oh no. I don't have a pit limiter toggle. Okay, hold on. I gotta... That will not make the driving very interesting if I'm stuck on the pit limiter the whole time. Okay, hold on. Control, bindings, Thrustmaster. Where is pit limiter? Wait. No. Ah! I think it was that. Oh, hold on. Escape, cancel without saving, because I just don't know what I just did. Pit limiter toggle. Here we go. Let's just make that this. Sure. Okay, that's R3. Try to remember that. AK, yes. Oh. You are correct. All right. You can just hide it at the bottom, though. It disappears at the bottom. Ooh, also... Okay, I'll do some driving. We'll feel it out. Well, it's gonna take me a minute to get used to this brake. I did not mean to go in a second. That's on me. Okay, so this chicane, you can just mob it pretty hard. That was like relatively safe. Ooh, locked up a little bit. Ah! Got a little unsettled over the curbs there. Early on the brakes. That's chicane bullying. We don't need those. We don't need those markers there. See, there's that rotation. Where I got some lift-off oversteer there. And the car just kind of eats it up. Which, again, it's kind of fine. Like, it's easy. No off track. Yeah. Very abusable chicanes. Ah. Ah, we made it through. It's actually not too bad. Does ACC have about the same track limits? Yeah, I have not driven Zolder in ACC. A little bit of slip there. Still haven't figured out the chicane, or the hairpin there. Nice and easy. Ah! I caught it. Yeah, like that's what I'm talking about with like the stability. Is in like in iRacing I would have spun. In any other sim right there I would have spun. Probably. And if I had a setup that allowed me to like eat those curbs a little bit more, oh, I bet I could take that so fast. Okay, I tried to see if I could burn it through that. All right, guys, give me 2 seconds real quick. I want to lower my wheel a little bit. It's just a little too high. Sorry, I just swapped over to this. Ugh. I feel bad. We've just been yapping for so long without any driving, but I want to drop the wheel just a bit. It'll just take me a second. Ugh. Tire management is a big aspect. Yeah, it probably will be. There are, I haven't done any of them yet, but there are endurance races in the game. I think that should be enough. There we go. Oh, that's so much better. Now I can actually see the shift lights too. I think I was like short shifting mostly that whole time because I couldn't see the shift lights. Come on. There we go. Oh, that's interesting. It just returns me to pit. Ah! Hey, Dirt! Yo, good to see you, buddy. Thanks for bringing it in. Appreciate you. All right, there we go. Drive. Disqualified minimum pace. Story of my life. Okay, so does that mean I have to like just fully restart? Will it just let me? I think it keeps my setup. Yeah, my setup still exists. Let me actually, one of the things I've been doing a lot, I think I just messed with the tire pressure, which I didn't mean to do, is dropping rear ARB. Sorry about that. Mouse, there we go. I have not done the Nordschleife yet. No, I've done Nürburgring GP, but I have not driven on the Nordschleife yet in the game. I'm also bad at it, so that's a decent reason. Yes, I have played iRacing. Yeah, I do play iRacing. Not a ton. I would say as much of a casual iRacing player as you can be. But, yeah, I do play iRacing. This does not feel like iRacing. Force feedback-wise, I do feel like you can get the feedback to a place where if you're an iRacing player, like, you'll be happy with it. But physics-wise, it's very different. The cars are so much more stable. I mentioned this in my video, but the one weird thing is the GT4s have like no grip in this game compared to iRacing. iRacing just got a new tire model for the GT3s and 4s, I'm pretty sure. And there's a ton of mechanical grip on the GT4s in iRacing, and in this game there just isn't. You just like slip and slide all over the place. Yo, I heard a raid. Thank you, whoever that was. I'll check it out on the straight. I'll check it out on the straight. Survivor! Hey, dude. Thank you for bringing him in. Appreciate you. Thank you for bringing him in. What were you guys up to? Yeah, get on in here. We're playing a little bit of PMR. Doing some driving. Doing some yapping. Again, just pitch the car in. Like, you can just trust in it. Like, I should have understeered out of that. Excuse me, jeez. You were doing some PMR as well? Heck yeah. Again, you can't say it's not fun. This actually might be a pretty decent lap. Kind of turning in a little bit early. Ooh, KS. I gotta drive that as well. Big cuts. What do we got? What do we got? 33? That's not bad. 33.8. Alright, cool. Well, dudes. The feedback's in a pretty good spot. I feel like I've got it pretty figured out. Whee! So much rotation. Oh, yeah. The slip is just so funny. Like you can really just throw it into corners. And you're not punished that much for it. Oh, I thought that might be off track. Nope. We're still good. It's a little bit squirrely on that last sausage. Survivor? Yeah, alright. Yeah, let's mix it up a little bit. Whee! Yeah, let's go drive something else. Let's try some of the older cars. I feel like that I just wanted to do to like get a pulse on the feedback with this wheel. But yeah, we're good. We're chilling. Okay. Should we do we can just jump into this, I guess. We were talking about the Lister Storm at Northampton. What is Northampton Circuit? Northampton Circuit. Is this helmet cam? Notice a lot of movement. There are settings for that. You mean like the POV's kind of shifting around in the car? Yeah, I think it's just like the first person POV, but I think you can lock it down with the camera settings. Yeah, what the heck? Let's try it. Oh, it's Silverstone, right? Isn't this Silverstone? Hi Hoki, happy Sunday. Do you know if you can save mid-race for long races? I don't think you can. This is a good question. I do not think you can. I have not tried any of the endurance races. There's a specific endurance race category. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. But I don't think so. I like a bit of movement, to be honest. I do too, yeah. I do too. Alright. Drive. That's not what I wanted. Hold on. Alright, we could try third person. Cockpit setup. Wait, is it just gonna... Oh, okay, no, it... Alright, that was, yeah, a weird little... I don't even know if you'd call that a bug. Alright, I do have to... Nice thing. Not the biggest deal, but just nice thing. FOV stuff is per car. And cockpit positioning and everything like that, so... yeah, that's nice. But it does mean I have to jump in and kind of mess with everything a little bit. Actually go a little bit closer. There's no like info. Oh no, there is a dash there. It's just so like extended. Like there's such a the steering column's kind of goofy on that. I mean I want to be able to see that. Okay, hold on. Maybe I'll do that. That seems okay. And I could... we'll try it about there. We'll try it about there. And then yeah, there's some motion settings as well somewhere. I think it's camera movement. Here you go. Steer look, speed sensitive shake, G-force. You can read all that stuff. I have not touched all this. This is all default. That's all default. Okay, and then we're gonna do our same old thing here, and do the vehicle setup, tires and chassis, and go alignment boost 1 2 3 4, friction 1 2 3 4, EQ low 1 2 3 4. Are you locked on mediums? Oh no, you can run softs here. Then let's run softs. Okay, cool. All right, let's see how this thing drives. I'm nervous. Bold of you to assume we can read. Yeah, fair. Oh yeah, I've got pit limiter on. Alright, give me a minute to, like, relearn Silverstone. It's been, like I said, where am I on the... Okay, there I am on the track, yeah. It's been a minute since I've driven this. Especially the full track. That sounds nice. Taking it a little bit easy. And it can eat those curbs very smoothly. Woo! You saved it. Yeah, you can save like anything in this game. I love it. A little early. But again, just getting used to the track a little bit. Ooh. There's that downshift. I mean, that wasn't a first. Well, oh no, that was just in a second. A little bit sketchy there. Just kind of come around the inside here. Turning a little early. Yeah, apparently that's a bug right now. The downshift protection, and auto blip is, I think, not working. Yeah, no kidding, track limits. Oh, that is another thing, by the way, worth mentioning, and I think they've said that, you know, that this is something they're obviously working on. Penalties in this game are harsh, which, like, in single player matters, you know. Right now the AI is not in a very good place, and there are going to be a lot of situations where you're going to be tempted to go off track to avoid a collision with AI. But going off track, no matter what, for any reason, incurs an automatic 2-second penalty. Which, like, okay, I get it. Penalty stuff is hard. But yeah, it's pretty punishing. So you gotta be careful of that. I'm gonna eat that saucy. It just, like, wants to step out. AI keeps pushing you off. Yep. It'll do that. Yeah, the AI is not very aware of you at the moment. And I keep getting way more turn in than I expect, and I'm turning in early for all these corners. Woo! Again, we kind of saved it. What do I even need to get for this anyway? I haven't even set a lap, but not like a proper one anyway. Ah, the downshifting. You guys didn't know it's actually a drift car. Set myself up a little poorly there. Gotta be really careful with the downshifts on this. Very careful with the throttle as well. All right, let's just try to do a lap. Really careful, brake very straight. Don't want any you gotta be careful of lift off. Yeah, where is the drift score? Excuse me. Where's the HUD element for my drift score? Keep losing it there. I mean, we made it through. There is that. Sure. So scared of the brakes. Cut that a little bit poorly. Big cuts. No downshifts, no downshifts. Easy, easy, easy. There we go. Whoa. Had to ease off there. Oh my god, no! So scared. Anytime you downshift, the whole rear just is like, ah! Okay, real quick. I want to see what I even need for a time here. Looks like it around 2 minutes. 2:02. I need a 2:02. Okay, improve. Yeah, it actually snapped. I know. Oh, is this gonna maintain my setup? Hold on, real quick. Yes, okay, good. We'll stick with default setup. All right, let's just try to get a proper lap in here. Oh, cold tires, but we saved it. Got scared on the grass. Yeah, it's just, I'm just warming the tires up. I really should just be taking it easier. To just get a nice clean lap, you know, slow is fast. Smooth is slow, slow is fast kind of mentality, but I just keep wanting to push a little bit. There we go. At least got something coming out of there. Brake, downshift very, very straight. Completely cut that corner. Oh, I came into that too hot. It's okay, drift mode engage. Go more sideways. Oh man, I seem to be. Nice and easy. Just don't be silly. Do your braking in a straight line, do your downshifting in a straight line. Whew! If braking is the problem, just don't. It's literally that easy. I get every time I have to downshift into a corner, I get this like death grip on the wheel. It's nice and slow. Okay. It's candy flick every turn. That might work. See? There we go. That was like actually a lap. It was at least like a lap. It was a 206. We needed 202, so there's obviously plenty of time to find. But that's to be expected. Just eat it up. Turned in late there. I don't know if they changed those curbs or if this is because this isn't like the real Silverstone, if they're allowed to do those more gentle, but I'm used to those curbs being much more aggressive. Especially in a car like this, you would think it would just destroy itself on curbs like that. Oh, no. He still saved it. Whew. Okay, we're starting to dial it in a little bit. A little bit. This is being dumb. Oh, I should have downshifted. Look at all that time savings. Yeah, baby. That was barely a 205. Okay, you can, yeah, you can. Okay, I'm learning. I'm learning. You can commit. Oh no. We gained time. Whew. Hey Ash, what's up, dude? Good to see you. Okay. Oh my god, I keep doing that. Ah, no. There goes like 2 seconds of lap time. Dang. I don't know why, I just keep overcooking it into that corner. Ah! Ah! Dang, that would have been close, too. Looks fun? Yeah, man, it's a fun game. This car is trying to kill me, but it is nonetheless a fun game. Oh my god. Hey, there we go. All right. There's some instability. Oh, where's the track? There we go. We're farming now. Yeah, exactly. Don't do that. The problem is now I'm getting a little bit comfortable, so I'm not being as careful with the downshifts. And you can see how that's working. Okay. Let's recompose. Get warmed up for another one. Let's get that 202. God, that rotation. Oh my god. Don't you do it. Okay. Let's get a good one. Not the best line. Turned in late. I don't know why I did that. That's on me. That's skill issue. That's skill issue. Dang it. Alright, another lap of practice. Let's our potential's a 104 or 204.2. Okay, we gotta bring that down at least. Too early. Don't kill me. Don't you do it. I know you wanna. Just tug airlines here. Just driving a mountain pass. All right. Oh, we brought our optimal down. Wait, that's track limits? What do you mean? What do you mean that's track limits? Boo! Okay. All right, fair enough. Ah, it's on me again. We're still up on our delta somehow. Just eat the curbs. Don't overdrive. Don't overdrive. I can't help myself. Okay. Be wary of track limits here. Yeah, that's fine. That's to be expected. Just not setting myself up. I don't know why I'm doing that so bad. The lap's looking nice though. The Delta looks pretty, all green. No! Dang it. I mean, I did. That's the problem. I mean, the lap was scuffed anyway, but it would have been nice to get a good sector time. Cursed. Overcooked again. 6 skids. I'm really curious what those look like on the replay. Like, how sideways am I really getting it? Alright. Sick. No downshifts, just pull through. Okay. We made it. We survived. There we go. Easy does it. Lost a little bit of time, but we're through, baby. Ah, that sucked. No. Damn it. Oh. Shoot. No, not pit limiter. All right, let's return to pit. Oh yeah, I can throw up the performance overlay if you guys want to see it. Here. Oh no, that's the wrong button. There we go. Okay, let me, I don't know. Is that fine? That might be fine. Back out. No, that's kind of like right in where people need to see. Okay, hold on. Let's throw it. Should we put it like right over this? I don't need to see that. Ah, we can do it on the left. What the hell? That shouldn't bother me too much. Oh, wait, yeah, it's not reading frame rate. Wait, what? Man, the NVIDIA overlay just does that sometimes. Alright, I can do the... What is it, like Riva tuner? Well, here, if I open up, I think you can do it easier through Afterburner. I have not tried the game on Xbox, yeah. Alright, here you go. And then I need to... No. Need to mess with the settings. Show. Reset. Zoom. We'll just throw that right about there. How's that? There we go. I feel like that's good enough. You get a decent idea for like frame pacing and everything. Alright, I know we got a good lap in us. I know it. Fresh start. And for what it's worth, I am on maximum settings on a 5120 by 1440 monitor. For anybody curious. Yeah, absolutely. Roll CS. Yeah, Ami, I get that all the time. Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. So it's doing the thing right now. I cannot complete a lap because if I do, it'll break it. Okay, hold on. I think I have to restart. Okay. Yeah, so I don't know if they'll fix that in the day one patch. But currently, if you reset to pits, it breaks your lap timing. And then, yeah, I'd end up getting like a 2-second lap. Which, it would just completely break it, and then I couldn't actually complete it. Alright. Fresh start. Composed. Yeah, an easy way to get a world record. No, it still flags them, which is good. They must have some sort of system to flag them, because it doesn't actually report it on the leaderboard. You see it personally, but it won't put it up on the leaderboard, because I think there must be some sort of automatic, like, cheat detection. It's gonna be, like, very... very intentional with all your movements. Whew. All right, here we go. Very wide. Good thing that curb's there. Oh, that was track limits. Okay, that's fine. Oh. Rosius, again though, keep in mind, I am on a super ultra wide, so that's 2 screens worth. And this is literally max settings. Max settings, no upscaling, no frame gen or anything like that. There's a few pretty expensive like shadow settings and stuff like that that will net you a lot of frame rate. So yeah, like, you know, treat this with a certain grain of salt. It's almost just worth it to not downshift there because it just unsettles the car. There is rain in the game, yeah, and the wet and dry line is actually done really well. Or I guess the dry line. There isn't like a wet line, but yeah, we can do some rain in a minute. I've just been kind of grinding this. But yeah, rain's in the game. There are even like seasonal changes. So if you play during fall or autumn, the trees change color and stuff like that. And then like, yeah, time of day, all that normal stuff that you would expect. I downshifted and it hates when I downshift. Nice and easy, nice and steady. Wins the race on this thing. Jeez. John. I'm really curious what the modding is going to look like for this. I know they've said, you know, a lot of nice things, but I want to see it in practice. But yeah, they've said this is going to be like super moddable. I'm curious if people are going to be able to like relatively easily port stuff over or anything like that. Manure spreader. Nice little unlockable for the multiplayer racing. Get a manure spreader. Spread poo on all your opponents. Jeez. Always so scary coming into that. Okay, well that was at least a lap. Oh wait, no it wasn't. we must have gone off track at some point. Nope. I was like, maybe if I downshift here, there's not enough time there. What are you doing? What are you doing? Just trying to find a way to make that a little more stable. On me. Coming way too early. The force feedback's good, man. Yeah, it needs adjustment. You need to mess with the car specific force feedback. I think it's EQ low, turn EQ low up. And then I think friction turn up, and alignment torque or alignment feel, something like that, also turn up. And then it feels pretty dang good. Slow and steady. No need to overdrive. Woo! Woo! Hacks. So what it is it's the downshift protection. It's broken right now, and cars don't auto blip. This is the Lister Storm. So cars get really unstable under braking, and especially like an older race car like this that's a little more chaotic and wants to kill you anyway. You gotta be so careful. That's relatively close. All right, we're like in a ballpark now. Oh no, that was a 204. Never mind. There we go. There we go. So scared. I'm just gonna eat that curb. Woo! We got ourselves a little bit of a lap. Don't do that. All right. I think I'm going to call it right there on that. We'll go try something else. It's a 2027. We need a 202 dead to beat the manufacturer challenge, or whatever it is, factory driver challenge. That's not bad though. This is just a terrifying car. And I'm sure with some setup changes, I bet if I like dropped the rear a little bit, maybe did some tire pressure, That could help. Okay, yeah. So for anyone curious, these are the settings here. Alignment boost, friction, EQ low. Turn those 3 things up. I turned them all up 3 notches. Can you go? Oh, you can go quite a bit higher on rear downforce. So yeah, I bet with some setup changes, you could certainly tame this a little bit more. Oh, steering rack rate. My bad. Earlier I was talking about rack feel. Sorry guys, it's up here. Steering rack rate. Man, now I kind of want to try this with higher downforce. Wow, the ARB's already very soft in the rear. I almost think that might be causing some of the issue. I mean, we could try it. We could go 65-1 Forza Meta strats. Brake bias is 65. I mean, that's pretty tame. Brake pressure is only 85%. We were on softs. Yeah, I'm curious. I mean, I guess it's not like wing angle would help us on the downshifts. But yeah, no, let's try something else. That's fun. That's a terrifying car. Let's see. What do we want to do? We can go, we can jump in and just kind of set up whatever. Let's do a race weekend. Let's go to... Let's do Kyalami. I have not driven Kyalami in a very long time. Let's try it in the wet. Because apparently I just like wanted just die today. What's that button? What do we want to drive? What are we feeling? What are you guys feeling? Somebody said, where was it? In the GTOs, I think. Yeah, somebody wanted me to drive the Camaro. Olaf. All right. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. 787B. I have driven that, and we absolutely can. Also, the RX-7 is sick. But yeah, we'll do the Z28 because I know you guys were trying that. Let's try it in the rain. This is a terrible idea. I think you can put wet tires on. We're just going to do a practice session. So race off. Can you do... Oh, sure. That works. Let's do summer. We'll do light rain. Weather deviation off, time progression 1x. And then let's actually... You know what? If we do practice, there will still be AI on the road. Yeah, let's just do that. I think that's good. Also, sorry, I know you guys can't see it. I do cut off a chunk of the screen. You guys see that. I see that. Just FYI. All right, there we go. No, they don't have the Tom Supra, unfortunately. There are some Toyotas. There's the new Mark V GT3 car, or a GT4 car, I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, there's some pretty sick cars. Hold on. There you go. So this is also sick. 300ZX. Old school GT car. What else do we have? Yeah, there's your 787B. Lovely. That's all modern stuff. Yeah, Camaro GT4. That's pretty cool. New Z, Nissan Z. There's the Supra, the Mark V. Yeah, it's a pretty good roster. It's a pretty good roster. You got the M3 GTR.
Dude, is this a Supra?
Little late, but I respect I respect it. Yeah, Viper. Yeah, lots of really cool cars in here. TVR. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna drive the Camaro though. All right. Like 90s GT Camaro in the rain. What could possibly go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? We'll do our normal setup stuff here. Oh, let me switch you guys back. There you go. Okay. There we go. We are on wet tires already. That's good. I think we're set. Alright, let's see how this goes. I have not done this. I do not think it'll go well. Hold on. I do have to mess with the setup for the cockpit. Pitch it down a little bit. That seems pretty good. Call it there. Okay. Turn it up a little bit.
All clear.
Oh, shoot. What are my wipers? Wipers would be helpful. Hold on. Settings. Control bindings. Wipers toggle. Let's make that... this one? Sure. Alright, there we go. No wipers club? Yeah. There we go. Okay. No idea what kind of grip to expect here. Woo! Ah! I thought maybe I could eat a little bit more of the curb, but yeah, I lost it. Oh yeah, the rear view doesn't show rain. Good eye. Well, that hairpin's a little further than I remember it being. Whoa. Oh my god, there's a significant amount of torque steer in this. That's actually pretty cool. Oh god. I think I can brake a little bit harder. Not that hard though. Okay, but yeah, there is more brakes in it. Dude, the lateral, like, you just, like, kind of move wide. Oh, God, yeah. I don't know if you guys can see that, but the car just, like, slides wide. I gotta get used to that. Woo! Okay, yeah, you do have actually pretty effective brakes. That just makes me nervous coming over that crest. Woo! Should have been more nervous about that. Ooh. It's kind of fun when you get a little more used to it. Yeah, look at the wet line. Or sorry, the dry line. I don't know why I keep saying that. Like, it is very clearly dynamic in the sense that like you could see kind of a little bit of a dry line coming off the pits and then a much bigger one for the actual racing line. Pushed a little bit too wide there. You just get, you like, again, it's very like rally-esque. It's very rally-esque where you give it throttle and like keep pushing laterally. Oh! Speaking of rally, how's that? Did I give a little bit of a Wilhelm scream? Oh! I can't even do it like on purpose. There we go. How you liking the Z28? It's kind of fun. It's fun to drive in the rain. I'm curious how much different it is in the dry. Obviously, we can try it. Yeah, look at that. Look at that dry line again there. Really impressive, actually. We clipped that pretty hard. Okay, what times are the AI getting? $150s for the best AI. Okay, we got a 156. And this is maxed out AI for what it's worth. 100% skill. Surprised I didn't get a track limits for that. Or that. I got a 300ZX staring me down in my rear view. Yeah. Yeah, the dry line like sim is very good. Like you very much feel it when all of a sudden you start hydroplaning. You very strongly feel it. I don't feel like a lot of games, like, I mean, honestly, even a lot of other sims get that right. Like, Gran Turismo 7, weirdly enough, has pretty good rain. Yeah, I don't know. It actually feels pretty good. The car... Oh, the car made the sound perfectly. Oh, not me, the car. Okay. I'm just all over the place. Get back on that line. Locked up a little bit there, but kind of worked actually. Jeez, dude, the turning on all of these cars is just crazy. I still am not used to it. We're gonna be fine. We were fine. Oh, big lockup. Big skids. Oh, God. There we go. Nice couple of sectors there. I lost a little bit right there, but hey, that's not bad. It was a just shy of 154. Meanwhile, the AIs are getting 149s. Holy crap. This is Kyalami in South Africa, I think it is. Whew! Yeah, my hands are getting tired of doing that. That is just, like, between that and the Lister Storm, it's just like... Oh. I need to go back and do some MX-5 driving for a minute. That was just the GTO. Yeah, the Camaro. Oh. Woo! Yeah, and then we just came off of doing the Lister Storm. Earlier we were driving the Porsche Cup car, the 911. Yeah, basically rally again. Yeah, let's mix it up. Let's do something a little different. Let's see. Are there any factory driver challenges that I'm interested in? We're not gonna do this. Sebring in an LMDH in the Cadillac. Could. Done that one. Ooh, a lot more people have tried this one now too. I still got it, baby. I still got it. M4 at the Nordschleife, the Celine. This is a really fun one. Oh, I got somebody else beat me on that one. Corvette C5R at Daytona. Ooh. I think we're going to do this. Okay, hold on. Let me look at the other ones. MC12 at Spa. Also cool. We could do that. M3 GTR at Nords. We did that one already. Still got the record on that one. R8 at Mosport. Lots of Nordschleifer runs. T70. That I'm sure that's a hell of a car to drive. Lime Rock. Could be fun. Viper. C7R at Sebring. There's quite a few of these. The Capri Zack Speed. Alright, let's do that C5R. That one seems fun. And I haven't driven it yet. It was right here. Yeah, perfect. Alright, time to beat's 145. 145, the current record's of 133.9. Or 143.9. Ooh, it's in the evening as well. Okay, sure. Let's get our vehicle setup going here. Same thing. Alignment, 1, 2, 3, 4. Friction, 1, 2, 3, 4. EQ low, 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. Can we run softs? Yes. Softs. Okay. Let's give her a go. Oh yeah. Always forget to do the cockpit setup. FOV down to 40. Pull this back a little bit. Let's go. It actually wants me to be back further. I think that's pretty good. Can I go back even a little further? There it is. Yeah, there is M3 GTR. Yep. Yeah, we'll keep it there. That seems good. That seems good. Actually, let me go. I want to go a little higher. I might want to go like right here with it, and then tilt it there. Okay, that's a little bit high. That's a little bit of an awkward POV, but it lets me see everything. We'll try it. If it feels too weird, we'll mess with it. Do I still have... What's this one? Nope. Dang it, I don't... Is it this one? No, fuck! Nope. I don't think I have Daytona anymore on my soundboard. Dang. Man, it sounds like a Corvette. That is an LS. Well, assuming that this has an LS in it still. Oh, me. Woo! Locked up. Oh yeah, this is lovely. Just ever so slightly wet surface, it seems like. Where are we braking here? Not an off track. All right, first flying lap. Let's see how she goes. Little awkward there. Woo, very awkward. Not quite taking that flat yet. I did it again. braked right at the 2 last time. That seemed relatively fine. Could maybe carry a little bit more and do braking in the bus stop. That's fine for now. Let's see what kind of time we get. We're looking for a 1:45. We're gonna get like a 48. I don't know, 46, 47. Whoa! ODST, were you really? Yeah, I might be going to the Daytona 24-hour this year. Shoot, that was almost gonna be our 1:45 right there. It's close anyway. That's all right. ODST, really? Oh, dude, yeah. Yeah, we're in the early stages of planning it, which is bad because it's like coming up, but yeah, we're trying to get it going. Trying to get it going. I have not been to Daytona before. But yeah, my dad lives within driving distance of the track, so like not driving, like he lives within a few hours of the track, I should say. So yeah, him and that's gonna be an off track. No, it's not. Might be going with my dad and Magnus. Magnus is planning on coming in, and then a couple other Forza guys. Technically true, Caddy. As long as it's like within a landmass. I don't know if Europe is driving distance from me. I keep like locking up there. Oh my god. Count it. Count it, baby. Yeah, we did, we did the Indy 500 last year and had a good time. So we're trying to get like the same group for Daytona. This is C5R, yeah. You can go when the sea is frozen between Russia and Alaska. Alright, fair. Fair, fair. Man, you can eat the shit out of that curb. Oh, really, ODST? That's a bummer. It always happens. It's a tale as old as time, unfortunately. Make Dale Sr. proud. There you go. Hell yeah. Alright, that's going to be a decent lap. That's pretty close. 1:45.1. Oh, no. For our optimal, anyway. I didn't look at what the actual lap was, and that was a terrible T1. Jeez. Yeah, we can get this. We can definitely get this. I just got to put together a clean lap. It really wants to lock up. ODST, dude, nice. Yeah, very seriously, assuming it actually does work out for me to go, We'll be in touch. Because it's always fun to, like, meet up with people, you know? I'm gonna try and carry a little bit more in the bus stop. Let's just see what happens. The lap's done anyway, so. Also, I keep I keep hitting that. Dude, there's just no off-track penalty. I know you can cut that pretty strongly, but that would usually, I feel, be an off-track. Maybe because this is like the older Daytona. I don't know. Is this gonna give me, still not. Okay. Jesus. Oh, shoot. Oh. Is this a rocket? Yes. I underbraked. Oh my god, I underbraked. Woo! Yeah, right. Yeah, no, the across the board, the off-track penalties seem, or the where off-track is seems very relaxed in this. Oh, I bonked it. Dang. All right, let's restart it. Let's restart it.
Clear of pit lane.
Check the Discord. Okay, I will in a minute. I'm focused on my getting my 145. Whenever. Okay. How do the physics feel? We've spent a lot of time talking about it. The force feedback feel, once you get it dialed in, is quite nice. The physics are a little goofy. Take a sim base, and then add like a lot of extra stability and lateral grip. Yeah, like, there's like a weird slip angle situation going on, which it makes the cars drive nice. Like, it's better, it's easier to save slides. It's just easier to drive the cars, and you're penalized less for like losing grip. But yeah. Whew. Car reacting too fast to inputs? No, that feels all fine. Yeah, and then all the snappiness is from the downshift. Because it doesn't blip the throttle, and it lets you, there's no downshift protection. So it just lets you downshift whenever. So you gotta be pretty careful with that. Point proven. Okay, okay. Manifesting new cogs in the drivetrain. This might be close. I mean, that felt like a decent lap. For, I don't know, yeah, that's right, we had to restart. I don't know how many times I've done this. Ah, it is going to be a little close. 45.7. Ah! Saved. Jeez. Flying a little wide there. That's alright, it's just a practice lap anyway. Hey, we have optimal back down to 45.5. We're skirting right above it. I gotta find a little more time. I mean, I guess you can just cut that whole bus stop a lot more. I'm sure that's where I can find some easy time. Too early on that. We'll be okay though. Ah! I got too cocky with it. I can definitely brake a little bit later there, as long as I'm good on the brakes. Gotta be a little easy coming out onto the bank. Alright, let's try to be nice and proper with it. Whoop! Oh no! Heavy damage! Whoops! Still not taking turn 2 there very well. 3. Oh, God. Yeah, about that braking later thing. Still gonna work. Still gonna work. We're still up. Yeah, ODST, you're probably right. There's so much rotation. I just have to trust that it'll be there. There, finally we got an off track. I was like, this has to be one, right? Now we at least know there is a limit. I don't know if the vehicle's affected by the fact that I have damage. It feels fine. Ah, I snapped it. Damn. Here, I'm gonna, just for the hell of it, we're gonna restart because I don't know if the damage does anything. So we may as well just clear it. Warm up the brakes, warm up the tires a little bit. I don't know if you guys can hear my dogs just losing their minds right now. Woo! Yeah, live entertainment, exactly. Live commentary. Hey, gotta just stay a little away from the wall here. Pretty smooth on the outside of that. I'm used to that being bumpier. I don't know if that's the car or the track. Like the track scan. A little bit of an awkward line through there. far off. We're gonna be 41, 42, 43, 44. Oh, we almost had it right there. Boo. We know we can get it. Oh my god. Every time. If I just nail that, I'll be fine. Yeah, 0.06 off. Ah! We're so close. And like there's so, like the lap is still so dirty. Yeah, 143.9 is the current record. Might go faster by slowing down. Yeah, I do think I'm overdriving the car a little bit. But it is fun! That's an off track, okay. Mac, welcome back. We're driving the C5R at Daytona. We're trying to get a 145. We need a 145. We just got a 45.62. Every time. Just hold it. All right, there we go. Yeah, Mag, that has already been referenced. Damn, we just lost it all there. There's a chance if we do really nice on the bus stop. If we do really well on the bus stop. We're gonna do it! Ladies and gentlemen! Now this could have been like a comfy... This could have been like a very comfy 44. Because we had like a full third of a second before that tight corner where you get back onto the banking. So there was like another third there. Yeah, dude, we could have had like a 44-2. But hey, that's not bad. A 44.5. I will take it. That's still pretty comfy. Where does that put us? Oh, that's still second. Just barely. Out of the 4 people who have done it. Oh, also, they need to fix this. When you're in the menus, you still have force feedback. I almost lost a thumb because of this. I almost lost a thumb because of that. Because you still have force feedback. You're like in the menu, and so you stop driving the car. And then I was, I think, in an MX-5, and I was like, oh, cool, I'm in the menu, blah, blah, blah. And then I like careened into a wall, and the wheel just went, and like snapped, and it like was probably one of the bigger like hand injuries I've gotten on my other wheel. It was like actually bad. Yeah, no, it's like very seriously, please be aware of that for anyone that has, you know, a higher spec DD wheel. You still have force feedback when you're in the menus. And that can be really dangerous. Whoo, dudes. All right. That's not bad. We put a time down. Yeah, I mean, we had... What was my shoot? Did anybody see what my potential was? Heck yeah, man. That sounds great. Did anybody see what my like, possible best time was? I know it wouldn't have been a 43, but... Well, wait a minute. Now, hold on. It marked me at a 40... Oh, wait. I think I was looking at my potential. Because I said I got a 44.5. I got a 44.7. My potential was a 44.5. I was looking at the wrong thing. My bad. Yeah, there's a potential in the bottom right, like right below the lap time. Okay, so potential. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, like we have a low 44 in us. But heck yeah. That's a fun one. When they fix the like auto blipping, then we'll be plenty good. Menu gives you Motorsport 7 vibes. Yeah, so I didn't mention this in the review or anything. It's kind of a minor thing. There is menu music, and it's generally pretty good. Like, it's kind of vibey menu music. And then what's really cool, learn, heel, and tow. Buddy, I'm on paddle shifters. What do you mean? I don't even have a clutch. I'm on paddle shifters. But yeah, for the record, auto blip is confirmed to be broken. Cars that have auto blip don't actually have auto blip. Like, it doesn't function, and the downshift protection also doesn't function. Like, that's a confirmed bug with the game. But yeah, Ami. But yeah, anyway, there's menu music, which is kind of nice, and then the cool thing, and I haven't spent too much time listening to it, but every now and then it'll like play audio from like it'll like play voice commentating, I think from like famous races. Again, I haven't spent too much time listening to it. I don't know if it's fake or not. But I just want it to like happen so you guys can hear it. I think it every now and then kind of mixes in some audio from like big moments in racing. Like, oh, and through goes Hamilton, blah, blah, blah. Like, you know, you just like hear that kind of pop up in the background. So maybe we'll hear it. The devs can just delete that. I mean, you can turn it off if you want. I don't know. It's just menu music. It's okay. But I'm sure you can turn it off, I would imagine. Yeah, audio. Yeah, there you go. Music volume. It's there, in case anybody wants it. My dogs are barking. The neighbor dogs are barking. Oh, love it. All right, let's do one more thing, and then we're going to call it. Let's see if there's another factory driver challenge that we want to do. The MC12 at Spa could be kind of crazy. 215, so like a little bit faster than a GT3. Do the MC12. Yeah. I think that is probably the one I want to do the most. Yeah, what the hell? Let's try it. MC12 at Spa. Oh, shoot. What was the time I needed to get? Maybe a 216, 217? Hold on. I gotta back up. All right, sounds good. Thank you, love. Back up. Ferrari. No Ferraris in the game, hacks, unfortunately. No Ferraris. Ferrari and, I think McLaren are both missing, which is sad. 'Tis unfortunate. Okay. Go back down to it. Yeah, 216. Okay. Oh, I see what you're saying, Hacks. Yeah. There is no Ferrari licensing in the game, but yeah, I'm pretty sure you're right. I think this is a Ferrari underneath. All right, alignment boost. 1, 2, 3, 4. Friction. 1, 2, 3, 4. EQ low. 1, 2, 3, 4. Swap to softs. Okay. And then let's get the cockpit figured out. Actually, not too bad. Right off the gate. That in. That back. That actually seems pretty good right there. I might actually tilt it up. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Save. Okay. Let's see how this drives. Oh, sorry. Mouse on screen. That's another. They gotta fix that. They gotta make sure the mouse auto hides. Ooh, let me get the audio back up. All right, outlap, flat. It's a little understeery coming up. All right, yeah, we got a track limit there. Take it easy. So much rotation. Yep. My child, is that you? Yeah, babe. Sorry, I think my kid's knocking on my door. Flat? Oh yeah, easy flat. Okay. A little awkward. Shift. It's weird it like missed the gear. But we can definitely stay in second there. Oh. Alright, first lap will not be that hot. See if we can take this flat here without... There, oh yeah, okay, there we go. I must have just turned in at a bad time. What? What? Ah, locked up. Look at that time gained. Touching a little bit of grass there. It's kind of scary. Ah. Shouldn't have upshifted. It worked. Still worked. Locked it up. Dang, yeah, we lost a little bit of time on that one. Ah, we're just gonna be shy. Ah. we pulled through. That's gonna be a mid 16 or something. Oh god. No, low 17. Dang. Yeah, we need 1 second out of it. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. If we can keep it on the track, we might be able to do that. There we go. We can go a little bit deeper into Eau Rouge. Gearing's just a little bit too short right there. Not an off track. Oh my god, every time! Dang, we have not figured out turn 1. Well, let's see where else we can find some time. And we lost a decent bit of time right there, actually. We're gonna run pretty wide. Okay, I was like, off track when? Whoop. Okay, that's an off track. Oh my god. Ah! Oh no! Oh no! I got too happy with the throttle. Oh. Try and get at least a slightly better run up. I feel like the car's messed up. Whoa! Hey, that's pretty good. Flying zone exploit detected. Hey. That's a lot of games don't do that. That's actually pretty good. Equinox, hey, good to see you, by the way. Yeah, it's pulling a little left. Whoops. We'll see. We'll see. We'll give it another lap. Track limits are definitely better here at Spa. Noodles have been consumed. Good. Alright, yeah, the car's definitely messed up. I broke something. It's a little extra squirrely. It's very drivable. It's just kind of like pulling. All right, we got to restart it. That's really hard to drive. Dang. Okay. It's a bummer that you have to restart and it clears your best lap and last lap stuff. So it takes like another 3 laps basically to get a proper delta in. Hope they fix that. Yeah, understeery on the cold lap. Oh, off track though. Just get through it. And you as well, Flymania. Okie doke. Let's not screw up the chicane. Touching a lot of grass. All right. There's the grip. How's the game feeling? Dude, it feels good. Once I got the force feedback figured out, like messed with the settings, feels pretty dang good. There's some weird, goofy physics stuff. But feedback-wise, it actually feels quite nice. Locked up a little bit there. Do I always raise helpless cam? If I'm in a wheel, I always use first-person cam, if that's what you mean. Yeah. If I'm on a controller, third person. If I'm on a wheel, first person. Oh, no! We saved it. Lizard, yes. Yeah, we've been talking a lot about that. There's like a really weirdly high amount of like slip angle to the cars where you can, yeah, you can drive them on. Oh my god. We've done worse. We've certainly done worse. Alright, we just gotta clean it up. Can definitely be a little bit smoother through that. Lizard, of course. Ah, I touched the grass. Or touched the dirt, rather. Lizard, yeah. Generally. Yeah, the cars are very... They're very easy to drive in terms of, like... They really, I don't think I've driven a car yet that understeers. Yeah, I'm on the authentic setting. So I can show it when I'm out of here, but there's a bunch of like global settings, or you can run things in authentic, which, you know, just makes it like authentic to whatever car you're driving. This is the latest build. Yeah. Oh, Rob, to answer your first question, I don't know on that one. Yeah, I don't know if it can auto-detect, like, hey, this car uses an H pattern, this car's sequential, and then just auto-shift to whatever you have. The game is quite forgiving, yeah. Once they figure out the auto-blip downshift protection stuff, it's gonna feel even more stable. Like, that should have been an understeer moment. I, like, over-rotated the wheel quite a bit. But it's just like, nah, you're good. Dang, if we would have taken that well, that would have been a nice little bit of time. There we go, we clawed it back. If we don't mess up the chicane, this will be an okay lap. I think we need a 216. I'm pretty sure we're still going to be a bit off of that. Ah! Shit! Dang! Self-fulfilling prophecy on that one. I hit the curb. Dang, I know we can get this one. We just haven't, like, put together a good lap yet. I'm also starting to get tired. I have been driving for, like, 3 hours straight. With breaks, I suppose. Yep. Just chill. It is fun to drive, yeah. It's quirky. I still think it's fun. If you're going into this expecting, like, I don't know, iRacing, Assetto Corsa, you know, pick your favorite sim. It's not that. It presents itself very simmy, but it's got some, like, very noticeable differences in the handling. Like we were talking earlier how you can almost like drive the cars like rally cars. You can kind of just pitch them in, get like a heavy amount of slip angle, kind of four-wheel drift it through the corner. Jeez. It feels very different to Motorsport and GT7. Like the way both Forza Motorsport and GT7 are more, and I don't say this in a bad way, they're more understeery than this. This is like the most oversteer. It's weird. It's very oversteery. Like the cars have a ton of rotation. Like, there's a lot of grip over the front. But then they're also very stable. Like, you can catch slides so easy. And do this. like big slip angle. So and like both GT7 and Motorsport don't feel like that. So, like, yeah, it's very active. Like, I think it's fun. A little early there. Like, you can just see, like, you can see the car wanting to rotate, and you can like watch, like you can kind of watch it do that, and in like any other sim you would understeer there or oversteer, like it would throw the car off. In this it just kind of lets you keep going, like you're not penalized for not being perfect. Is this gonna be it? Oh my god, no. We got another second to find. What the hell? Looks like you're driving an F1 car. Yeah, like all the cars kind of feel like as darty as an F1 car. Now granted, like, you know, I'm in an MC12 like GT1 car, but still. Still. What's better, this or Rennsport? Kind of depends what you're looking for. I would say ultimately this is a more complete product. If the online is better, I don't know what the online is like in this. And I would say if Rennsport has anything going for it, it's the online. But if the online ends up being good in this, I think this will be like pretty objectively the better game. Okay, Rennsport is much more simmy than this. Ah! Like in Rennsport, you can't do that. No, I would not say Rennsport is more simcade than this. I would say this is more simcade. I don't want to like get too far into like picking hairs about realism. To me, Rennsport feels much more sim than this. And I keep pushing wide there. Just chill. Yeah, let's not, Magnus. Movement looks similar to an F1 GTR mod I've got for Assetto. Sure, yeah. They shouldn't call this a sim then. Oh boy. Sorry, not your comment. I'm not like oh boying at your comment. I'm just we had a big conversation on stream the other day about like what constitutes a sim. Whee! To me, I'll just say this. Yeah, it's a big can of worms. To me, I would still call this a sim. You know, people can debate realism, but I would still ultimately put this under the umbrella of sim racing. And I'll leave it right there. I'm scrubbing a lot through Eau Rouge, and I know I can take that smoother. He's just bringing it all up. Like, you can feel right there when I did, like, when the weight transferred, it just caught it. And in a lot of other games, it wouldn't catch that. Like, you would feel a penalty for that. Magnus, bringing up the old texts, I see. I found the time again. Eunice. Optimal's down to a 16-3. Oh, shit. If I would have saved that a little better and been careful on the throttle, that actually would have been a good time. Oh. Man, dudes, I think I'm going to call it there. I've been driving for like 3 hours. I'm exhausted today. I've been solo dad mode for like 3-4 days in a row, so I'm just beat. And I'm gonna call it right there. This was a lovely day, though. Huh? Wait, best lap was a 144. Damn, I'm quick. Bet you never got a 144 at Spa, have you? There are some bugs. Quick, there are some bugs. Oh, man. Oh, man. All right. Yeah, we'll continue that one. Yeah, it's so weird. Yeah, overall, like, I think, irrespective of... Here, we'll pop it back to this screen so you guys can see the whole thing. Irrespective of how real the game is, because there's like a lot of cornering grip over the front end. You can pull like a really high slip angle and not lose any speed. The rear end gets really squirrely under braking because there's no auto blip and there's no downshift protection, so you can just like bang through gears. But that's a bug they have said they're working on. Overall, again, with the feedback in the right spot, it feels fun. It does feel fun. At least for me. Like, I still... if I want to go play iRacing, I can go play iRacing. If I want to go play Forza Horizon, I can go play Forza Horizon. This, to me, is like... And I want to hesitate saying this. Don't take this lightly. To me, this feels like even as soon as I say this, people are gonna think I'm insane. it's like the Forza Horizon of sim racing games, is what I was gonna say. Like, everything's just like a little bit easier. You can catch slides easier, you can turn in, like you just never understeer. It's all good stuff. It's all good, like, in the sense of fun. Not in the sense of realism, but in the sense of fun. Like, the cars all kind of just drive like supercars. I mean, like some of you guys are saying, like, the MC12 just kind of, yes, you know, it feels like an overly easy AC mod. That's actually a good analogy. It feels like when you get one of those, like, AC mods where you can tell they played with the physics and it's just a little too easy. You're like, you get in it and you're like, damn, this car's awesome, I'm killing it. And then you're like, wait a minute. Yeah, it's the Tando buddies. No. Yeah, Rob says, as a casual with an expensive rig, this will be the game for me. I am also a casual sim racer. I grew up on Forza Motorsport and Gran Turismo, and, like, I love Assetto Corsa. I love iRacing too for what it is. And, you know, we dabble in, like, the hardcore sims, but to me, I've always, you're not a casual, shut up. I mean, I would say I'm a step above casual. Like, obviously, like, I've got a nice setup, and I've got, like, I don't know. I'm not like, I don't know. Like, I mean, like, the amount of time I put into sim racing per week, went to Sim Racing Expo for a live comp, is casual. Yeah, but, like, okay, shut up. Like, obviously, I was nowhere. I'm comparing myself to, like, yeah, no, true, you just got a few world records. Yeah, but that's only because, like, 10 people have played the game. You know? Alright. Fine. You can say I'm not a casual, but I'm not, like, an esports level driver. We'll just say that. Yeah, I still have my Lime Rock record. I'm a professional casual. Thank you, Flymania. Yes, I'm a professional casual. Anyway, to move the point forward, this is, like, the type of game I want. Forza Motorsport let me down, obviously. Motorsport just, like, never really felt good to drive on a wheel. The campaign was just doo-doo. The campaign, there's just the visuals and the performance issues, like, they got closer, and, like, the game's in an okay place now, but yeah, now it's, like, no longer getting any updates, and we don't even know what the future of the game's gonna look like, if there is gonna be one. So yeah, Motorsport, like, never clicked for me. GT7's fun, I like GT7, but GT7's PS5 only, and I'm much more primarily a PC guy, so, like, the barrier to entry for me to play GT7 is, like, like, I gotta, you know, my main wheel, hey, shout out T248R, this is a PlayStation compatible wheel, so I could use this, but my main Sim Magic setup is, you know, PC only, so there's a little barrier to entry for me to play GT7. But this is, like, on PC, is, I would say, on the level of realism of something like GT7. But, like, feels better. I think GT7 feels good. GT7 out of the box feels nice to drive. And this also feels nice to drive. Like, the mechanics are there. The excitement's there. It's just different. Like, the cars just behave a little differently, but irrespective of that, like, I ultimately still think it's fun. Like, if anything, sure, the MX-5's a little boring because it's so easy to drive. But whatever. Like, you know, it's an MX-5. Like, a lot of, we've been driving a lot of the crazier cars, the MC-12, the the Lister Storm, the C5R, like those are they're pretty crazy cars to drive. They're very exciting and fun. So the driving in the game, I'm quite happy with. This is the type of driving I want in a game. I like this. Not in every game. You know, I don't want iRacing to feel like this, but I like that this exists. This is kind of my nice sweet spot. I have no idea how the multiplayer feels because we haven't done it yet because the game's not out. So that's still a big question mark. Performance has been pretty good. Again, I'm on max settings, so you can, you know, take that for what it is. And then mod support. You can see here, this is the mod hub for vehicles, packages, liveries, career events. That has a lot of potential. Like, we'll see. The AI is quite bad, unfortunately. The force feedback, once you mess with it, is good. The AI is bad. We didn't do any driving with the AI today on stream. Maybe we should have, just to kind of show it off. The AI is just bad. They're fast. When you get the AI on an open track where they don't have to deal with other cars, at full strength, they're very quick. So, like, the core of the system's good, but they react really poorly to you and other drivers. And that's the big issue. Is like, when you're doing a race, you can usually, like, pass a good chunk of the drivers on the first lap or two because they're always going really slow. In multi-class racing, they all bunch up because, like, you can't, they just, like, refuse to pass slower class cars because they kind of get scared about it. They'll straight up just, like, drive right into you sometimes, even though you're, like, very clearly right along. They'll just, like, boom, just drive right into you. But those are fixable things. But yeah, the product as it stands right now, like, I don't want to do the campaign right now because the AI is that bad. Like, that's what I would say. I think the campaign is cool the way they have it structured, but especially because, like, you have to pay for damage costs and stuff like that. The AI is just not in a good place. Like, it's so hard unless you qualify first and just stay in first. Like, you're gonna get in accidents because the AI is just gonna drive into you. You have to be really careful, and then you have to pay for that. So I might hold off on the career personally until they figure out the AI. But yeah, that's kind of that. Outside of that, like, we've been doing the factory driver stuff all day. The factory driver stuff is great because it's fixed car and track leaderboards. Not fixed setup though, open setup, so you can mess with setups. And then there's the endurance hall. There's no, as far as I can tell, there's no reason to do these. And this is, like, the gamer side of me talking, not the sim racer side of me. But you don't, like, get anything for these. And I wish there was some sort of vanity reward for that. Like, I don't care what it is. Just, you know, toss a gamer a little bone. Like, I just want something for, like, getting the target time. Like, give me a little sticker I can put on my race suit. I don't know. Like, something. A little trophy. Like, maybe use this garage space that's here. Like, have little banners or trophies or something for when you hit the target times on the factory drivers, or when you hit the target on the endurance races. Like, there's the gamer side of it that I would like to see. Exactly, Ami. I ain't doing 40 laps of Bathurst if there's no Atasha livery at the end of it. Exactly. So yeah, like, I like that this stuff is here, but it kind of, like I said in my first impressions video, it just feels a little bare bones in terms of, like, the content is there, but, like, the pomp and circumstance and the celebration around it, like, there's no rewards for really doing anything, which I get some people aren't going to care about, but I do. For a game like this, I care about that. Like, hell, even iRacing, when you win your first race in iRacing, they give you, like, a little printable certificate. You know, like it's even iRacing does stuff like that. So I want this game to have stuff like that, like just some little nod of like, hey, good job. Here's your silly little thing. Yeah, and you get the print for special event wins too, right? So I hope they can focus on that, and those are like the bigger systemic things that I don't know if they'll ever do, because those are like, that's not like the AI being bad. Like I fully believe they're gonna work on the AI and patch it, and hopefully it'll get to a point where it's better. But I don't know if they're ever gonna like add cutscenes of you on the podium after you win a big race in the career. And that's that little stuff I like. Just like from a gamer perspective, I like that stuff. But that aside, like the core of the game is fun. There's apparently going to be some pretty decent mod support. The car list is pretty great, in all honesty. Yeah, it's just, it's a little bit bare bones, and right now it's a little bit buggy, but like it's generally minor stuff. It's just a little bit buggy. You just run into like little issues here and there. But that's kind of whatever. Like every game these days comes out buggy. So, and there is a day one patch for what it's worth. I'm playing before the day one patch. In like 2 days when the game comes out, there'll be a patch. Yes, exactly, Magnus. Something like the inbox from Project Cars 2 with your manager and engineer reacting to how your races went. Yes, exactly. It can be so simple like that. And they already have a voice acted race engineer in the game. And he does have a couple little cool lines. Like I mentioned this in the video. I was driving I don't remember. I was driving some car at Daytona, and I flew by the pits like on a hot lap. And the race engineer like came on the radio and was like, "Hey, the car's looking great out there." And I was like, "Damn, that was kind of cool. I want like way more of that." There's also speaking of sim stuff, there's no radar in the game, and there's no spotter. The race engineer will like give you light information about like, you know, if there's a yellow flag or a blue flag or whatever. He'll give you info on like if you're gaining sometimes, or if you need to like, yeah, he gives you like light contextual info. Really hope they dial in the race engineer and like turn him into a spotter. There is universal, what is it, UDP support. There is UDP support, so yeah, you can have that. But I don't know if that will work for something like Crew Chief. I don't know if it reports that data. But if Crew Chief works, yeah, exactly, yeah. So that's what I was getting at, is if it reports that data, maybe we could just get a Crew Chief, like not plug in, but like maybe Crew Chief could support it. In which case that would maybe be okay. But I always prefer that the stuff be handled in game first. Yeah, I prefer that it be handled in game first, but if Crew Chief works, then Crew Chief works, and that's still nice. So yeah, it's just, we should really stop tolerating unfinished releases, though. No, I'm totally with you. I mean, that's like that's why in my first impressions video, kind of the major theme of the video, the overarching theme, if you will, was like, the game came out too soon. Like it just needs a little more. And it's not even necessarily polished. Like, sure, there's minor bugs and stuff here, and maybe some of that will get fixed by the time you guys get the game anyway. But yeah, I just think the game like ultimately needed a little bit more. But I still think it's a fun game. Low IR lobbies with lack of awareness are going to be chaos in the PMR equivalent multiplayer. Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I'm really curious how the multiplayer is going to go. Because that's kind of still the big question mark. If the multiplayer is really good, like you can see there's ranked, custom lobby, social. I think if to do ranked, you need to do a qualifying test. Yeah, you need to do a license test. 8-lap race at Lime Rock in the MX-5. You must cross the finish line within 8:35. Oh, that's a piece of cake. Okay, that's super easy. Okay. I can get 55s at Lime Rock. So yeah, you got plenty of time. And that's, you know, obviously with a standing start too, but oh yeah, there's no rolling starts in the game. I don't know if they've talked about that, but there are no rolling starts currently. Which might bother you, might not. It gets a little bit weird with some of like the higher class, you know, GT3s are not like standing start cars. So it's up to you how much that matters. But yeah, right now there's no rolling start. Yeah. There's a few online races where you don't need to complete the license test. Oh, really? Interesting. Yeah. Oh, yeah, look, there are a few social lobbies set up. Interesting. Yeah, we could have messed with that, I guess. Yeah, the ranked stuff, I think you have to do the license test. But yeah. I think it's just the custom lobbies and the social stuff that you don't need to do a license test for. I think that's all it is. If you go social, yeah, Nürburgring Sprint, Mosport, Nordschleife, San Marino, Interlagos. I want to drive the Alpine. I love that car. But anyway, yeah, like overall, I'm just very mixed about the game. Like the core is fun. It looks great, I think, in here. I think on track it looks like pretty okay. It's at least clean visually. Like it's clean. Yeah, I think the driving's fun. I think the campaign, if they fix the AI, has the potential to be pretty enjoyable. I guess not a lot of replay value to the campaign, so you kind of just do it once and then... I mean, I guess a little bit. I guess you can swap up, like, what you do for the career, because you can do, rolling billboards, like, the default. You can do competitive, ambassador, event fees covered, or winner, or champion, or aggressor, or pace. So these are just, like, different structures for, like, payouts, basically. You can start with a lot of money or start with no money if you kind of want to, like, skip the lower classes. And then you can do different difficulties and stuff like that. So I guess there's, like, a little bit of replay value, but I don't know. I don't really see myself replaying the game much. Or replaying the career much. But yeah, man, we'll see. Mod support's a big question mark. Multiplayer's a big question mark. And, yeah. I'm gonna call it there, dudes. I'm gonna call it there. Yeah, no, my wife just got home from being gone for like half a week, and I have barely seen her. So I am going to leave the computer immediately. I'm sorry. I do see DMs though and stuff. I'll get to those when I get to those. But yeah, I'm gonna call it there. Dudes, thank you for hanging. This has been lovely. Quick final shout out for the T248R and Thrustmaster for sponsoring this one. I'm honestly, I don't want to, okay, we need to end the stream, but I have been quite impressed with the wheel. When they initially sent me this, I was like, okay, I gotta like set my expectations for like a G29 or something. Or even the T300, because I dailied a G29 and a T300. This is a lot better than both of those. A lot better than both of those. Yeah, it's a proper wheel. It feels good. I mean, obviously we've been, doing pretty well with it in this game. But yeah, so shout out Thrustmaster, thanks. And dudes, on that note, I'll see you when I see you.